show, Pursuing Your Passion. And today, my guest, he is not a stranger to me nor to the show Pursuing Your Passion. He was actually one of my first guests last year when I got started. But this time, my guest is here to talk about Black Men United. I want to introduce everyone to Dennis Anderson. Thank you so much for being on.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me once again. Thank you very much.
Oh, anytime, anytime. Okay, so we are going to get into our interview. Let's talk about what you are doing in addition to your real estate. Matter of fact, tell people what you do. Tell them everything that you do, and then let's talk about the Black Men United.
Sure thing. Well, I'm president and CEO of Anderson Property Group, which is a real estate investing and development company here in Omaha, Nebraska. Also run a coaching program, which is actually now REI Success Coaching now, so you'll see that soon too. So I switched up the branding on it. But we do that as well, running a coaching program. So that's what I primarily do here in Omaha is real estate investing and coaching. And then I have my other duties outside of that, which is being vice president of Black Men United, sitting on the boards for Omaha 100. And a couple others as well. So there's a lot of different other things that I have going on just besides real estate.
All right. Well, with Black Men United, let's talk about that. I was watching you on Facebook and seeing some of your posts, and I thought, wow, you're a busy man. You are a busy man.
Oh, yeah.
So let's talk about Black Men United and how that's working out for you.
Yeah, it's been working out pretty well. I've been blessed to know our founder, Willie Hamilton. He started the organization back in February of 2003, and he's done such amazing work for this organization. And I first joined the organization, it's probably about, I think, going on 4 years now. And then I was approached to be vice president and voted in to be vice president of the organization about a couple months ago. And so we have a lot of great and different things going on. And our main focus with the organization is to really foster education to young Black males and even adults as well. Everything from tutoring the Black males to keeping them out of violence to the adults who may be in prison. When you get out of prison, if you have a felony on your record, it's a little bit hard to enter into the workforce or to even get a place to stay. So we like to develop programs and be able to help out with those different things upon their reentry into basically life outside of prison. So those are one of the great things that we do. We have several different programs, numerous different programs. So I'll kind of follow along in your questions and everything. But there's so many great things that we have going on.
Well, let's talk about first what made you get started into this organization.
I believe in its mission and what it has set out to do. Like I said, what Willie Hamilton has done, and he's one of the great pioneers of our community here in Omaha, and everything that he's done, he's very passionate about our community. He's very passionate about, young men, Black men, very passionate about education, working, providing programs for people. So that really drew me in. And I've known Willie for a while, and we've always talked about it, so it's definitely something that I wanted to be a part of. My key thing in what I call my life's work is a close relationship with God, being healthy, being a great father to my children, running a successful company, and of course my community activities as well. So it just fell in line with my life's work and what God's vision was for my life, so it worked out pretty well.
Well, how about the programs? What kind of programs are you guys offering for our Black men?
Well, yeah, we have several different ones. One is actually our Real Men Read program, where we're actually relaunching that program. It's a program to where we get back into the Omaha public schools, and we're focused on putting fathers in the classroom, which is very important and something that's needed really across the country. So we have that, and we're actually launching a program with the Omaha Public Library here too. So after their summer reading program, we'll also launch a program that'll be in collaboration with them to be able to do the same thing. So we'll have fathers in the classroom, we'll have fathers in the libraries. Definitely a very important program. We have something which is, I'm sorry, were you going to say something, Colin?
Yeah, you know what? I just wanted to kind of touch on the Real Men Read because a lot of our men don't read,
Right.
especially what I find is more the ones that are successful or trying to get into something as, for instance, like in our wholesale group,
Mhm.
um, people there, they do a lot of reading because they're trying to move their
Right.
business up. But it's sad that I see a lot of black men, they don't read, and I don't
Right.
know, what it is or why it is.
Mhm.
But I think that's something excellent that you're doing, and then you're starting off at such a young level. And
Yes.
people, even the thugs need to read.
Yeah,
Everybody should be,
yeah. The thugs need
you know,
books too. That's there you go.
oh
Yes.
yes, oh yes, they got to grow. So I
Right.
just wanted to bring that up because I think that's
Absolutely.
very important that you guys are doing.
Oh yeah. Something else that we do, it's actually this weekend, Mother's Day weekend, is that we do an event called No More Murders in May, which is
Mm,
basically a luncheon that we have, an annual luncheon that we have for mothers and grandmothers, that have lost their children to acts of violence. We know that Omaha statistics are pretty devastating when it comes to violence. Just this past weekend, we had some events that happened here in Omaha as well. And that's one of the things that we really take to heart with Black Men United is being in the community and being one of the positive forces that can do our part to stop the violence here in the city. It's very
mhm.
important. So we do that event as well. Looking forward to that event, just to be able to let these mothers and grandmothers know that we're here, that we care, that we hear them. They're in our prayers. We love them. So we definitely want to reach out to them just as a special day, for them to celebrate not only them but their children, and
Yes,
grandchildren that they've lost as well. So that's
yes.
something that we do as well.
What kind of buzz are you all getting in your area for this?
It's been pretty good. It's been pretty receptive. It's a pretty good event that happened last year, and this is now I do believe this is the second year that
Mhm.
we're doing this event. So I mean, of course, we would love to see less mothers there.
Yeah.
That would be ideal, but we know what this event is truly about, and what it targets, and we definitely something that we want to do and offer for the community. So.
Yes. Our community needs this as a whole. We deal with a lot, and unfortunately,
Yeah.
we're still in a day and time where racism is still happening. We have, fathers are not in the home. The
Right.
men are just running around, just dropping seeds wherever they can,
Yes.
and these
Yes.
children are suffering. They're suffering in the schools. They're suffering at home,
Hmm.
and I believe that's where a lot of this violence and this anger comes from because they don't have anyone there to help guide them. Because a
Right.
mom, I say it all the time, I'm a mother of three. I can
Hmm.
never be their father, no matter how hard I try. Just last week, matter of fact, my son woke up. He went, grabbed a tie. He put it on and said, "Here." And I looked. I said, "I don't know how
I
to
don't
tie a tie."
know. Right. Yeah.
It's hard. It's
Right.
hard. So I'm sure that's some things that you guys are experiencing
Hmm.
within your group.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely, and that's something that we want to. In fact, we have to be there for. We want to
Mhm.
be there for those young men that don't have fathers. To be able to assist them and to help them out. Another reason why we offer tutoring, for young black men as well. So it's something that we can be able to help out with and offer the community and just be something positive for them. There's so much surrounded by so much negativity. And so we definitely want to be something positive for them, even when it comes to, just the youth building events and doing things like that, just being a positive force in their life because a lot of fathers are not, in the home or they can't reach out to their fathers. So we definitely want to be a place to come where you can do that. You can look up to a mentor. We can help you out with different things in your life. We can take a load off of the mothers, if we're having a certain event or just somewhere for them to come and go. And we're developing those things with our Kumani Center as well. So it's just going to be a place to, for black males to be able to come and just fellowship and do different things and do different activities. Definitely some good things going
So your group that you have right now, are you guys just going out into the community and then building for you guys to have the kids come in for different activities? Or right now is it you guys have like a list of kids that you guys work with specifically?
Yeah, we're definitely out in the community. Anyone is welcome. With the different things that we have going on, the different programs, and we're always looking to, we have board meetings. That's really the focus of our board meeting is how can we do more? How can
Mhm.
we, affect the community more? And that's really the focus when we meet with our board and decide what we're going to do. And we have some great events coming up this summer that will involve the community as well. So just to be able to get everyone together to let them know, that we are here, that we are in the community, and whether it's just, on that side or even in the political arenas as well. I mean, we're always doing something, with the mayor's office and with the governor's office and, different political campaigns that are coming up here too. So we're really a well-rounded organization as far as the things that we tackle. And we just want to make sure that, black males have the opportunity to advance. That's the
Yes.
biggest thing, is that they have the opportunities to advance, whether it be in business, whether it be in education, social, political, what have you. We want to make sure that those opportunities are there and that they're presented.
Yeah, they need it. They definitely,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Oh
Are
yeah.
you tying this together? Are you having anything with the kids in your real estate, or is this going to be something totally separate?
It'll be something totally separate. In fact, one of the things that we're looking to do, we have a pre-vocational program as well. So, and that's
Okay.
helping out with, families. We know that they need to provide for their own families, so we want to help them get jobs. Once we start ramping up things more so on the rehab side for Anderson Property Group, we want to be able to take those people who can't get the jobs and can't qualify, but they have that skill set to come in and do some work on a rehab and be able to employ them. That's one of the things that we've talked about as well. So in that aspect, yes, I definitely want to be able to make that happen. But for the most part, everything will be pretty much separate.
So now, out of your time, because like I said in the beginning, you are a very busy man. Um, does this take a lot of hours, a lot of work? I'm sure this is something you want to do, so sometimes it
Right.
doesn't feel like it, but
Hmm.
is it like a second job? How is that working with your coaching, your rehabbing, and wholesaling everything that you're doing?
Right. I don't look at it as a second job. I look at it. I'm excited every time we're able to get together, or if we have an event or something like that. I'm very excited about it. It's something that I get to go and do. I'm doing something in my community, so I look at it like that. And whenever we get together, it's all fun. We're all solution driven and figuring out ways to better our community. So time wise, I mean, there's definitely some time that's dedicated there. We definitely have to put in the time in the community to affect change, but we
Right.
definitely make the time because that's very important to us. So we definitely do that.
Now, have you seen yourself looking back just a few years back, or maybe even longer?
Mhm.
Did you see yourself doing something like this, working in the community, or was this something that was just laid on your heart at some point in time?
Yeah, yeah. Looking back, no. I mean, even if you go back maybe even 6 years ago, really about 5 or 6 years ago is when I started to get into different community activities. But before that, I would see things and say, okay, that's cool, or maybe ask questions and things like that, or attend different events, but never on the level of where I'm at now, which is just completely a blessing. So I'm very honored, one, to be a part of this organization and the great things that we're doing. But no, looking back, I never would have thought it would be at this level.
Now, your parents that are possibly going to get involved and just say they're taking a look at this, what is something that you can reassure some, or yeah, reassure some of the mothers
Mhm.
that have young children that they want you guys to get involved? What are some things that you would tell them to help them? Because some parents are kind of like, you're not going to raise my child, which they would think, which that's
Right,
not the program.
right.
But I'm sure that may come up sometime, some
Mhm.
way. How would you approach that situation?
That's actually a good one, and I don't think that has came up, but you never know, it may. It's definitely not something that we're trying to do, but we are, a resource in the community. Like I said, and that goes back to what we do as far as tutoring and job creation and job programs, pre-vocational planning programs and different things like that. So as long as we really want the community to know that we are there for them, that we are in this with them, that's the biggest thing. We do care about, the violence that's happening. We do care about, jobs that's happening. We care about everything that is in the North Omaha community. And as long as people we're on that same page with them, then we're great, then we're good. As far as the youth, that's one of the biggest, one of our biggest pushes is everything that's happening with the youth. And as long as the mothers know, and fathers out there as well, as long as they know that that's our mission, that's what we're trying to do, then all the better. But I mean, when we all come together as a community, it's such a very important thing. Instead of everybody just being separated, we all come together as a community, and that's what's really important for all.
Yes, coming together as community. I know there's a lot of people that's like, how do I get involved with the community? And what you're doing is
Mm-hmm.
excellent. I'm actually running into people, friends of mine. For instance, this past weekend, literally, I met with a friend of mine. He had a picnic where he was at barbecue, where he's introducing what he's doing. He's starting an 8-week course for young men to help them get prepared for, professional business life, or
Good,
just get prepared. They're
good.
going to how to do oil changes and open up bank accounts and things like that. And I definitely want to link the two of you guys, because I'm
Okay.
sure just to be able to bounce ideas off of one another is great.
Right, definitely,
And I
definitely.
also interviewed someone not too long ago with the same kind of the same concept. So this is spreading,
Hmm.
and they're about
Yeah.
2 or 3 hours away from me. Are you guys looking to take this, or is this in other states? I know we kind of discussed it a little bit in our
Yeah.
pre-interview, but is this going to other states, or is this out in other states, or this is something that originated in Omaha?
Yeah, something that originated here in Omaha, but we are making moves in other states, such as Atlanta and New York with the Black Star Project. So there's different things that we're doing, and we're always looking to network with people, all over, wherever we can take this, whoever we can partner with, because we realize that, you know, it happens here at home. Yes, absolutely. But it's a
Yeah.
really, really nationwide thing. So whoever that we can touch, with the message and what we're doing, whoever that we can develop partnerships with, all the better. Our founder, he's always traveling and making moves in other places, and I truly commend him for that because he's really, really, really about advancing and moving the organization forward. So anyone that we can partner with, would be more than happy to talk to him.
Yes, community work is definitely something I'm trying to get involved with.
Oh yeah,
Trying to just push in entrepreneurship, because
good,
we're losing too many of our kids to the streets. I
right.
mean, it's sad, and our us as mothers, especially single mothers,
Hmm.
we do need that help. I know, like with me, I have my dad, my brothers, but they're in
Good,
Los Angeles, which is a little ways from me. But
right.
sometimes something local
Hmm.
is not sometimes, all the time, something
Oh yeah,
local, very, very important. Now,
definitely.
since you guys got started, have you guys started going into the schools yet?
Yeah, we
Or
have. Yeah, like I said, with the Real Men Read program, it's something that we've done before, but we're getting ready to prepare for, of course, the official relaunch of that program, and just being able to do that, and being, with the reading program, that's more so into the elementary schools, but doing something more as far as mentorship as well for junior highs and high schools. So that's something that we're looking to be able to implement as well. So we really want to touch every grade level with this particular program, and then also developing other programs as well. You mentioned entrepreneurship. That's something that's important as well because we weren't taught a lot of that, especially in junior high and high
right,
school of maybe accounting, and they thought that was it. But
right,
how to develop a business and about entrepreneurship, really how to make life work for you. That wasn't taught.
right.
Some history lessons I ain't used that yet. So
Not at
those different yeah those different types of things. We just really teach them about life and life skills and financing and just really building and creating their life. That's something that we definitely want to push out there. With those older grade levels as well, so they're prepared when they step out. My son graduates in a couple weeks from high
wow.
school, so just want him to be prepared. And I'm always talking to him about, this is what you need to do. I tell him I'm really transparent with him about things that I did or things that I messed up on so that he does not, make, those same mistakes. I admit to him, I wasn't one to don't like working for people. That's one of my things. So, I create
Right.
my business, but until you have something solid, make sure you're getting that paycheck. Make sure you're creating your life. If you want something better, then be able to do that.
See, I just love to hear things like that. We need more men like you, and
Mhm.
I'm finding myself being surrounded with men like you because
Good.
they are pushing.
Right.
I'm sure you guys have it hard. I don't think any other race really understands what a black man goes through,
Right.
professional wise, or even if they're not even professional, they don't
Yes.
understand what they go through. I have
Hmm.
a huge heart for men that are out there, especially those
Absolutely.
that have children that's not in the home with the mom, and
Right.
then they're still pushing and they're still trying. Because I tell these mothers, and I sometimes get a little slack from it, but I tell the mothers, I say, you have a lot of you guys have fathers that want to be involved, but because you're so emotionally tied, you won't
Yes.
allow it to happen. And then
Yes.
these
And that's
kids
got to stop.
out. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yes, and that's got to stop. That's a really big problem.
Yeah.
Excuse me, that has to be addressed, and that really needs to stop. Let that man be a part of his
Yes.
child's life, regardless of what you guys have or had. Let that
Right.
don't break that bond. Keep that. That's very important.
Yes, yes, and that's why I love just even the name of it, Black Men United,
Hmm.
and it's just to bring us together and bring these young
Yes.
men together to let them know they have hope, and they
Right.
need to know that, and they need to be reassured that because I'm
Definitely.
sure they hear things and they see things and things are happening, so they grow up, they get to a certain age, and the entrepreneurship I
Hmm.
think is huge because when they get to a certain age, it's like, well, nobody's going to hire me or this won't happen. But you
Right.
guys are teaching them at a young age to say, hey,
Yes.
you have something inside, so let's go for it. Let's push it. Let's bring out whatever it is that you have.
Definitely.
So again, I'm just really excited about it. Now on your board, this is all men, right? This is not with women, but do you guys have women help you with anything, or how is this set up?
We do. We actually we do have one woman on our board, Janice. So we do have her, and she's tremendous, and she helps us out a lot. She's just like the oh man, she's like the all of our of our board because she does so much, for us and just making things happen, making sure things are where they need to be, and scheduling things. So she's awesome. Janice is awesome.
That's
So, but anyone is certainly welcome to help us out, to pitch ideas. We welcome things from anyone. Like I said, no one understand it. It's Black Men United. It is our focus, but we welcome anything from anyone. Anything that will strengthen and build our community. We certainly like to speak with anyone about that.
beautiful. Well,
Yeah.
before we wrap it up, is there anything else you want to? This is your time to just speak. What's on your heart? Contact information. Any more information we didn't talk about you want to put out there so that people can know where to find you or know more about the program because this is something that's going to have to catch like wildfire and just spread
Absolutely.
just all
Absolutely.
around.
Good deal, good deal. Well, you can find us online at blackmenunited.com and then also on Facebook under Black Men United as well. So we're there, and I really just want to tell people, especially if there's anyone here that's out there in Omaha that's watching, be effective for change in the community. We know what's happening here. In fact, we know what's happening all over. If there's a local organization in your city, join that organization. You want to know where you can start? You know, Google search or just some type of different organizations that are in your area to become a part of and become a part of that organization. You don't have to be a board member. You can just do things with that organization, but start somewhere. We know that, as they always say, children are our future, and that's very true. So we really want to be that positive outlet for them to be able to show them that, there is a better way. What you see on the news or what you see in the neighborhood is not the way that it has to be. You can have something different. So I really want to push that out there to let everybody know, just whatever organization it may be, just get involved and make something happen. I always talk about making things happen. Definitely get out there and make something happen within your community. But I'm very, very proud of Black Men United and everything that it has going on. Very proud of the moves that we're making. We have so much going on. I didn't quite touch on everything. I know we have like the Hungry Club, which is on Wednesdays that we do. It's more so political for that one, where we invite different people in the political parties to come and speak to the community and just tell them about different things that they have going on. We have the Black Male Achievement Conference, the Black Youth Worship Day, where you take a black youth to church. That's one of the big things that we do as well. So that's very important to take them to be able to worship. And then of course
Wait,
our million, yes.
before you move on, let's
Hmm.
talk about the conference. This is your time,
Yeah,
so talk about the conference.
yes. Yeah, the Black Male Achievement Conference, and we actually did that. That was back in February. And I'll make sure I give people information about that as well. But it was a very great conference on just how can we advance black male achievement. And so many great people came out. We had an excellent event, and it was just great. And I'll definitely want to. It's only in so many words that I can say about that. I got to show you. So I'll have to post some links out there about where people can read up about it and everything. And we had some great presentations, some different things on just really advancing things forward. There's something, and I can't quite get too much of it, but Mayor Bloomberg in New York, he's doing and is committing a lot of money to the advancement of African American males. So that's something that I want to put out there as well about that. So I'll push more information out there. But we're looking forward to the next one, and certainly once that next one comes up, I'll make sure that I get at you as far as putting information out about it, and I'll put information out about it as well.
Yes. Okay. Well,
So
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, that, and then I'm just trying to go here. The Million Father March that we do every year, which we do that on the first day of school, that the fathers take their kids on the first
Yeah.
day of school. We have a great event every year at Mountain View Elementary, which is our home school there, and we give away things, have kind of like a mini pep rally to get the students all riled up for the year, and that's something that we enjoy doing here as well. So we have a lot of different things going on. Always check out Black Men United for updates, to get in contact with us, of course, to donate or to volunteer and become a part of the organization as well.
All right. Well, again, I'm excited for what you're doing. I love it. Anyway, anything I can do to support, you know that I will.
Absolutely.
I love it. I love it. I'm excited.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
and I'm glad we got something started in our area, because that's always been my concern, somebody being able to step up. I don't expect someone to raise my children, but
Right.
it always feels good to know that somebody can step up and say, hey, this is what we're going to do. So for
Exactly.
all you guys that are out in the Omaha area, make sure you get connected with Dennis and with Black Men United, because this is something that is definitely needed. And even if the father is in the home, it's okay. Bring him out. It's just, again, get your father involved if you're watching this, or get your kids involved, and
Right.
show something. This is something you can give to your community. We never know how we can give back. Well, this is a perfect way to do so.
Definitely.
And if we start now, imagine where our sons are going to be years from now. They can just keep this thing going and going and going. So great job to you and your organization.
Thank you very
Um,
much.
I appreciate you again for coming out and being on my
Absolutely.
show. I watch you. You're very humble. You're very transparent. That's what I love too, because you're honest about
Oh
what's
yeah.
going on, and
Yeah.
that makes me feel good, because I know that someone is genuine,
Yes.
and it's not
Thank
just
you.
Facebook talk,
Right.
social media.
Right. Right. Yes. Right.
So I really appreciate you. And for those that are watching, make sure you visit blackmenunited.com. And then if you want to be a part of the show, and you know someone that has a great business that they're starting, they're entrepreneur, someone successful, someone that you feel will be great for this show to be interviewed, make sure you inbox me. Actually, email me. If you go to commaspeaks.com/contact us, fill out the contact us form, and I will get back with you within 24 to 48 hours. I've also launched a radio station, and that's Come Speak Radio. You can hear my interviews such as this one and more, and that goes on 24/7, so make sure you tune in. Again, that's commaspeaksradio.com. And if you want to book me, I will come to and host your event. interview. And if you want to book me, you can also go to commonspeaks.com/contact us and fill out the booking information. So thank you so much for watching. I will say this, Dennis, this is not the first time we had a problem with your interview. We were supposed to start at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and I had some issues, but I don't know what it is. I tell you this, it's greatness that's upon this man.
That's what
And
it
sometimes
is.
tries to come in and destroy, and there was no way that I was not going to do this show or postpone it. It was going to get done because I
Right.
know that you have something great and we need to get your information out there. So know that the Lord is by your side and he's watching over you, and he says that if you delight yourself in the Lord, he will give you the desires of
Yes.
your heart. So
Yes,
continue to
indeed.
push. Continue to keep going. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added on unto you. So
Yes,
keep
indeed.
pushing, put God first. Continue to be the great father that you are, the great mentor and coach that you are. And God is going to continue to bless you and continue to open doors like never before. So be blessed.
Wow.
I want to share that with you. And for those that are watching, make sure no matter what you do, you always pursue your passion. Have a good night.
Thank